Literally, this video, the top comment is from Lady Gaga saying, "We love you, hope you're feeling better soon."
I just say, it has been so interesting watching the public perception of me being sad. At this point in the video, what, 2 minutes and 17 seconds in, and you're a hater? You're a fan. You're a fan. I love you.
No, I don't know how to put this. Like, I'm not a fan. Hey guys, it's Briar of Briar Chats and welcome back to my channel. Now I feel like if you are at all online, you have probably come across Mikayla Nogueira for one reason or another. Whether it was her extreme Boston accent that caught your attention or sponsorships that were not properly disclosed, she was undeniably one of, if not the most popular and influential beauty influencer of 2024. She was the beauty brand's go-to gal. However, equally in 2024, it felt like everything sort of bubbled over when it came to her repeated bad behavior, when it came to things like not disclosing ads, when it came to FTC violations, when it came to editing her photos, when it came to being flat out dishonest. Who was there for Lashgate? It was rare I was there. And so really for Mikayla in 2024, that really made her an incredibly divisive influencer. Mikayla herself has recently started sharing her vulnerability online on her TikTok, and well, it's caused quite a stir. So in today's video, I really just wanted to chat to you guys about Mikayla's most recent post, her being both more vulnerable in these posts whilst not saying anything and causing mass speculation, and just generally the response that she's had to this type of content. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and let's get into it. Now for me, I find it difficult to talk about Mikayla sometimes because I know she has been talked about and critiqued a lot online this year, and I don't want it to feel like a dog pile. Like I don't want it to feel like I'm just like, wee, jumping on in to add my 2 cents. But I feel like recently a lot has happened, especially with this new kind of sad, emotional content that she is posting, and I do feel like we can talk about it in a productive way. So if that's what you're into, cool, because that's what we're doing. Mikayla has become an increasingly more divisive creator, and I feel like people that don't like Mikayla, you kind of fall into one of 2 categories. I feel like most reasonable people fall into the category of, hey, like, sorry, but you actually never disclose sponsorships. You actually just don't follow basic FTC guidelines. And with the influence she has and with brands supporting and continuing to support her, like, yeah, that is kind of an issue. And then there's kind of another camp of Mikayla disliker, and that's like what I would call just like the hater. Big time hateritis. They're gonna pull apart her hair, her accent, the rich luxe kind of approach to the situation. I personally feel like those type of criticisms often just take away from the genuine criticisms of like group A. When there are people that go so extreme, it gives creators or people like Mikayla and out to be like, people are being so ridiculous, people are tearing me apart, taking it way too far, that they are able to kind of just throw away any criticism without acknowledging anything that has been brought up, where a lot of it is actually really valid. So that's kind of the lore and background of it all. And now let's talk about her more recent content that she's posting. Around Christmas time, Mikayla decided to post a video opening up about how 2024 was her best and worst year in combination. So I thought I would just play you the video to set the scene so you guys can get a vibe of the video that really started it all. So the captions read, "Me facing the hardest year of my life behind closed doors and making sure no one could see behind my fake smile. Also me knowing I will make it to the other side even if it's not right now." And the caption for the video is, "Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. Heart emoji." And all the top comments that I can see are like, wait, what? What's going on? Like, people were confused because this truly came out of nowhere compared to her previous content where she was just posting the festive season, the holly and the jolly of it all. From the outside, it did really look like Mikayla had a really peak year, at least in her career, because she went on so many different brand trips. She was the go-to influencer for beauty brand sponsors. And I find it interesting, the wording of it being like she made this conscious choice to hide it. But I think that is a very common thing for influencers to do, or just people in general to do. Like, if you're upset or going through something at home, you kind of leave it at the door when you go to work. But I do understand what she's saying, obviously, because she's sharing her life as an influencer. But also, like, in general, in a workplace, like, you kind of keep those things separate. Now, here's an important thing to note about this video. Whilst yes, it is her opening up about having a really difficult year, it is hard to, not see the fact that this video has substantially more views than other videos. You can understand why. It's vulnerable, it's sharing, it's her being sad, it's literally her crying and eating. That's gonna get the views, it's gonna get the engagement, and because people were so shocked and confused, it did get a very big reaction. This is the next video where she is responding to a comment.
And that's the thing, I made a valiant effort this year to make sure absolutely no one knew that this year has been the worst year of my life. Why? Gosh, I wish I fucking knew. I think I'm not Mikayla from 2020 anymore, where I could just be myself like I am right now and just fucking talk to you and share everything about my fucking life like I used to. Because people tear shit apart and are just fucking nasty. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Rich Lux, you're a piece of shit. Anyways, what I've been going through over the last year has been the hardest shit I've ever dealt with in my life. And do I wish I could tell you every detail of it? Absolutely. You guys have been with me through everything. But I can't. It's not the right time. Will I potentially share it eventually? Probably. But right now, I'm not. So, right now I'm just trying to fucking survive it, if I'm being fucking honest. It has nothing to do with the internet. Nothing to do with anything online. It's all off camera. And it's been fucking awful. Let me just put it that way. So, I tend to eat my feelings. And I've been eating my feelings like fucking crazy the last 3 days. So, let's eat our feelings together. You can join me. You can leave. It's up to you. Bakery just opened. I believe it's very popular in New York City. Oh. See, there's a version of me that would eat this entire box right now. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I'm definitely going to enjoy these with my glass of cold-ass fucking milk. I wish the names were on these. I don't know what the flavors are. I'm at a point where I just don't feel like I can fake a smile anymore. Because, like, the last 2 days I tried filming videos, and I just broke down crying mid-filming these videos. And I ended up just giving up. Like, literally, I just quit. And that's not going to work. So I need to just be honest about what I'm fucking going through. Oh, my God. These cookies are insane. Look at this. I believe this is... I don't even... And they're kind of warm. Wow. Okay. I am so happy I had some milk in the fridge. This is chocolate chip walnut. Wow. I like my privacy and I like my life offline, but like at the same time, like I grew my platform sharing every fucking thing about my life. So why did I stop? I don't know. Fear. People twisting shit. I don't know. Wow, this is like peppermint double chocolate. That one's good. And I also think, and I'm just being genuine right now, like I don't feel comfortable sharing shit that goes on in my fucking life because I'm so fucking privileged and blessed. I don't deserve to complain about shit. I don't deserve to be sad, and that fucking sucks in the sense that, like, when real shit happens in my life, I suppress it because I know how privileged I am to live the life I am. I know how, like, the shit I'm going through is fucking insane, but, like, there are people that have it 10 times worse, so I feel like I shouldn't even open my fucking mouth. But then it just festers in me. All right, this is, oh my God, double chocolate peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Whoa. Oh my God. Each one I try just gets better and better. I believe this one is caramel coconut. I promise I'm not gonna eat all these. I'm just taking like one bite of each. Or maybe this is regular chocolate chip. I don't know. No, this, I feel like there's coconut in that. And you know, everyone keeps asking me like what I think about the TikTok ban, and it's like, I haven't even thought about it. That is the last thing on my mind, I gotta tell you. I wish that my mind could process that right now because I just can't even, I can't. These are a 10 out of 10. I thought they were gonna be overhyped, but they're actually pretty damn good. Anyways, I just wanted you to know that while this year has been one of the best years of my life, career-wise, it has been the hardest year of my life, personal-wise. And balancing those two things has been insane. I don't know how I made it, but I did. So, Thank you for bearing with me while I figure my shit out. And let me know if you like this kind of content, because I don't know.
Now, unsurprisingly, these two videos were such a refreshing contrast to the persona that she puts up in her Get Ready With Me's, her Kim Kardashian part 2. Like, that was a real person with real people shit going on, and the reaction to this video was overwhelmingly positive. It has over 11 million views. It has over 700,000 likes. It has like over 13,000 comments, and the top comments truly are positive, wishing that she's okay, saying the call out about Rich Lux was so valid. Just a lot of people really validating and really positively responding to this version of her. And in this situation, I can't help but think how refreshing this would have also been for Mikayla, where a lot of her content just is always getting this mixed reaction, picking apart, you know, when she's doing a sponsorship, you're not disclosing. I mean, you should be disclosing, but like when she's just sitting here and talking with her cookies, I don't know, maybe that was a cookie sponsorship. I doubt it, but you know, like she's just sitting here and being a genuine person. The reaction that she got was unsurprisingly positive, and I think it kind of created this positive feedback with not just the audience watching her, but with Mikayla interacting with the audience and how she shows up online, because this really then did continue to dictate the type of content going forward. Yes, she did do her hauls, Get Ready With Me's, makeup stuff, but throughout this content there was a lot more videos like this. There were a lot more candid videos where she's sitting and talking and being honest about how she's feeling, not telling us what she's going through, but just like that video, sharing and just toning it down a bit, I think, as well. It's undeniable, the response to these videos, because the views are up, the likes are up, the comments are up, likes, clicks, engagement, all up. So I thought we may as well watch a couple more of these videos so that you guys can see how the content progressed and how she kind of continued to post and share.
If I came on here and told you I was excited about Christmas today, that would be a lie. And I don't want to do that. I'm such a positive person to the point where it could be considered chronic. I'm the type of person, whether I'm sad, happy, whatever, I'm going to get up, put on my Christmas jammies, and do candy cane eyeliner. Even if I'm not looking forward to today. This is probably the first Christmas in my life that I don't want to celebrate it. And I'm okay with that because I know I have a lifetime of Christmases. I use the Rem Beauty Foundation. By the way, I completely recognize how privileged and blessed I am to even have a Christmas to celebrate at all. This has been, like I said, the hardest year of my life. I've gone through things this year I never thought I would have to experience. I actually debated for a couple days. Do I even want to celebrate Christmas? Because it's just not jolly. I need to be with my family. I need to be around people. And I feel a little selfish about that, but I know it's the right thing to do. Last 2 weeks have been extremely hard. I've been crying myself to sleep every night. I wish I could share. I really do wish I could. I'm not fucking ruining this candy cane eyeliner. No, ma'am. I guess my goal in 2025 is maybe to be more open. It's scary as fuck. I used to love being open. I used to blurt everything out. But it's just different now. My makeup is looking good. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario concealer. This has been a go-to because my skin is so dry. I acted so happy in my video yesterday and it was all fake. I was so not happy. I didn't know what to do. This is a job at the end of the day and I got to do my job. It's like kind of dystopian, like acting happy when it's not real. I don't want to come on here miserable all the time, so I don't know what to do. I'm not saying I'm having a change of hat because I don't want to speak too soon, but like, I just miss being a person. I don't want to be, I feel like everybody just sees me as this influencer when that's not how I started out on here. People saw me as a person. They see me as the Kim Kardashian chick, and I don't like that. Never my goal. Never my goal. Anyways, that's a side topic. Side topic. I'm going off track. I want you to think I'm ungrateful for this year because I am not. Like, this year was filled with insanely incredible things. Sometimes you go through things, and the pain and the grief that comes with it, it's heavy. Very well, may cry a few more times today. So let's lock this in. I don't want to be too blush heavy, so I'm just going to use Toasted Teddy. I'm going to place it a little higher than usual. I heavily debated this since last night. I'm going to do a red lip. 2 shades. I think I'm going to try this one first. Up Forever, full red. It's a Cupid's bow kind of day. This is Naz, shade Total Domination. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. But for Christmas, having a little MAC left on red, I hate red lipstick. Merry Christmas. If Christmas looks a little different for you this year, just know you're not alone, and I love you.
Now, I found this video particularly interesting because, ignoring whatever's going on in her personal life, this caricature of herself that she created has almost become her like own worst enemy. Like the fact that she feels like she's not a person anymore, but that is the way that she chose to show up online, whether it's because that got the engagement, which I think it kind of does. Like when you yell Kim Kardashian and Pat too at the beginning of your video, like it's gonna catch your attention when you're just scrolling. And I think she's kind of now at this point of realizing these are the consequences of that. This is the consequences of becoming a cartoon version of myself instead of just being myself. And I get that, especially with apps like TikTok. You're not going to get your whole self. You're not going to get every aspect of you. But I think people really appreciate and relate to when it's genuine, even if it's just a side of you. Now, there are a couple more videos I did want to show you guys before we get into the yappery of it all.
Transparently, this has been me the last few days. I'm not in a good place, and I've just been rotting in bed and eating my feelings, because your girl is mentally ill right now. It's not funny, but I don't really know what else to say. And in this time, I have definitely fallen into some old unhealthy habits. This is my go-to McDonald's order. Large fry, double cheeseburger. Oh, okay. And 10 nuggets. I thought they gave me 2, but it's just 2 5 pieces for 10 nuggets. I get sweet sour sauce, tangy barbecue. And then, I also have a sweet tooth. So I got myself, this is my first time getting the mini crumble cookies. But I've just been eating my feelings and feeling like shit. So I figured I could do it alone. That Coke. It's a little flat. I can eat alone and be ashamed of what I'm dealing with right now mentally. Or I can eat with you. What's the fucking difference, right? I just wanted to give you an update, though, that I'm here, but I'm not. Does that make sense? I'm not here right now mentally, but I am here. And I love you guys. I wish I had more to say. I wish I could create content right now, but I just don't have it in me. And I'm just transparently not doing well. I'm doing fucking awful, if I'm honest with you. So if you're going through something like this, like me, just know you're not alone. I love you, and I do think about you guys every day.
I wasn't laughing at her. I was laughing at the pug because it kept trying to eat the chips. And just the way it was like snuffling around, like, that's very pug coded. Here's the thing. This video is when the tides started to shift, and I can't explain it beyond. People just felt like she was saying the same thing over and over again because it was getting such a good reaction. And like, probably, right? Like, probably this is how she's truly feeling. To me, when I was watching this all unfold, I couldn't help but think this reaction and response that she's gotten online is not one that she's gotten in so long. Like, I'm not surprised that she is continuing to post these types of videos, A, because it's actually what she's going through, but B, because she probably really did miss having this kind of a response and having this kind of positive reaction to her content. Like, literally this video, the top comment is from Lady Gaga saying, "We love you, hope you're feeling better soon." I'm just not at all surprised that she continued to post these types of videos because it got the response she did, and she was finally not getting so heavily criticized. However, for some reason, when that video was posted and then this next one, a lot of people just felt like, okay, now are you just milking it? Okay, now are you just posting that you're sad because people respond positively to you being sad? Now, this video for sure is where I also see the tides shifting. A lot of people you just start to see the negative comments coming back. It's still majority positive, but there are negative comments that you maybe didn't see before. Equally, I think this video and a few other videos had started to stir questioning around her and her husband. It does seem like they are still together, but this content, especially like his side of the bed being untouched, her not wearing her ring, like just little things starting to plant seed of speculation around their relationship. It started to make people be like, are you doing that because you just don't wear your ring around the house, or are you doing that because you've noticed it gets a response? You notice it gets people asking about your relationship. And from what I can see, her and Cody are still together, but it does seem to be this question. Like TikTok, when you go on a video, it'll have like a question or a topic, and it will keep coming up with her being like, they broke up, did they break up, why'd they break up, where Cody? TikTok loves to just incite things, and it definitely started to become a trend. I personally can't quite pinpoint what it is or was that made the discourse shift, but it stopped being that overwhelmingly positive and just started to have that mixed reaction. And it is a bit strange to me. It's like, when does empathy run out? When do people stop feeling bad for you? Like, when can she no longer say that she's sad if she is still sad? But in the same vein, it's like, what is your intention behind this content? Is it to share what you're going through? Is it to be more open and honest? Or is it also in part because of the positive reaction that you're getting? Now, this final video that I wanted to show you guys is her really addressing everyone watching and reacting to her going through this hard time. And I just found it really interesting.
Get ready with me to get my shit together, because currently it's not. Oh, my skin. Time to get my act together. I want to do a little self-care day, try to get myself together a little bit more and just more functional in general. Freshly tinted my brows yesterday. I only gotta fill them in a little. Throw on a little bit of that Rare Beauty brow gel. Eyes are all fucking red and puffy from crying myself to sleep every night, but I'm still gonna try to do an eye look. I'm gonna use the ABH Fall Romance Palette. Baddie mode activated. I just say, it has been so interesting watching the public perception of me being sad. Like, just seeing everybody's opinions and shit. A lot of people that are like, she can't be sad, she set up a tripod. It takes 2 seconds to set up a tripod, and I'm a content creator. We create content with tripods. Definitely people who did not watch my old content, like old Mikayla. If you weren't there in the beginning, yeah, that content could seem like out of left field, but that was my old content, dude. Like, I'm very vulnerable and open about my shit, you know? Like, I'm not telling you exactly what's going on, because I literally can't. But I will when I can. I enjoy making content so much, but I'm like not okay. So it's hard for me to like sit in front of the camera and be like, oh, let's do a makeup tutorial and like be all happy and shit. So I'd rather just like be real about how I'm feeling and still try to keep going. And literally, who's forcing you to watch it? I don't know why my views are skyrocketing. I get that people want the tea, but like, you don't have to watch. And then you have the people that are like, oh, she's doing it for money. Y'all are sick. Y'all monetizing mental health? Ew. Y'all are so freaking sick for that, I have to say. Y'all just want to hate me so bad. People that just refuse to see me as a human being. They refuse, no matter what. And then you have people who are like, oh, she can't be sad because she's rich. I agree with that to an extent. But like, if my mom died tomorrow, I'm not gonna be fucking, oh my god, I'm rich. I'm fine. Like, what do you mean? Someone who went from poor to rich, I promise you that money does not buy happiness. It buys comfort. And you have people who are saying, oh, she's milking it. What, am I only allowed to be sad for that 24 hours? Some traumatic shit's going on in my life, dude. I'll be like this for a fat minute, okay? Deal with it. At this point in the video, what, 2 minutes and 17 seconds in, and you're a hater? You're a fan. You're a fan. I love you. Anyways, I appreciate all the hot takes. It's very good entertainment. I'll block you if I think your take is ridiculous. That is my right as a human being. I'm not asking for you to feel bad for me. Like, you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch. I just post what is going on in my life presently. And this is it. So many people are like, because she's like setting up the tripod and the lights and like that I need to be in a psychiatric hospital. Like, guys, I'm a content. Relax. People post eating videos all the time. I do it and I need to be in a psychiatric hospital? Like, what? You know, some days are better than other days. It's not linear, okay? I can wake up happy, I can wake up sad. It just depends. People need to stop, like, comparing my sadness to theirs. Like, the comments that are like, your hair's too clean to be sad. Ma'am, sheets not dirty enough to be sad. Are we okay? Are we okay? Let me tell you something. Sadness is not one definition, okay? There are gonna be days where I'm not gonna take a shower, I'm not gonna get out of bed, I'm not gonna change my freaking underwear, okay? Then there are days where I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna say, you know what? Yeah, I could do some laundry today. I can take a shower, I can brush my teeth. Like, it's not, I don't know why people are putting it in a box. Today, I woke up and I said, I can do this today. It doesn't mean I'm not going to cry myself to sleep later on, you know, but I can still do it. It's like we preach and preach and preach that we should be open about mental health until we are. Until we are. Once we actually speak up about it, it's like, no, reel it in, shut your mouth. It doesn't make any sense. I'm rambling at this point. I cannot get my lip line open. Come on. What the fuck? Look, I'm fucking ruining the damn cap trying to open it. I had to change gears. Glossier Shade Buff. MAC Flesh Pot in the center. Last thing I'm going to say. Everyone's like, don't post about how you feel unless you want speculation. I don't care if you speculate. I literally don't care. Say whatever you want. Say what you think is happening. I don't care. Like, go ahead. It doesn't affect me in any way. I don't see most of it. I don't seek that shit out. You know what I mean? But it is interesting to see what people think it is. We have that shit halfway together. Now I'm gonna go get my hair done. And then I'll be 100%, maybe 75.
I just found this video so interesting considering from what I could see, the overwhelming majority of the reaction was a positive one. The overwhelming response that she got was positive, was supportive, was encouraging of her to continue to share and be herself. And yet all the attention went to all of these conspiracies about her, the negative response, the fact that everyone's a fan, and I find that logic so interesting as well. And not to make everything about the movie He's Just Not That Into You, but in the prologue of He's Just Not That Into You, Gigi is talking about how after a boy pushes her over in the playground, her mum tells her he did it because he liked her. And it kind of has that same sort of logic where it's like, if people are watching your content and they're saying that they're haters, no, they're actually fans. It's like, no, I don't know how to put this. Like, I'm not a fan. Like, maybe I'm different because I was watching it for a video. There's a lot of reasons that people don't like Mikayla, and I think there's a lot of valid reasons. And I think two or many things can be true at once. People can genuinely dislike Mikayla for the way that she behaves online, for the fact that she still does not disclose sponsorships and ads. And then you can also have people like Rich Lux who take it way too far, who criticize the crap out of her, and just generally people who take hating a stranger on the internet way too far. And it can also be true that she's going through a hard time and people can empathize with that and still not like her. People can be interested in what she's saying, but still not like her. Sure, there could be people that are jealous that she gets so many opportunities, but that's not the only reason for people not liking her. I think there are a lot of valid reasons to not like Mikayla, and so it really just takes away from those criticisms and from the genuine concerns that were brought up time and time again, because there are people like Rich Lux screaming about her, and then there's this bizarre logic that, like, you're still watching this 4-minute 45-second video? Oh, you're a fan. No. Like, I'm sorry, like, genuinely, truly, I'm not a fan. And that's okay, because I still have empathy and don't want her or anyone in general to have to go through something awful and terrible, like it sounds like what she's going through. But that doesn't mean that I have to now like her as a creator. I have to agree with the fact that she doesn't disclose her sponsorship, that she obviously has created this cartoon version of herself that I don't find particularly enjoyable to watch. And I think it's so hard when it comes to like the accusations of sad fishing. I don't know if when she posted that first video she knew that would be the response she would get. I don't know her intentions behind posting these videos, so I can't state intentions. But what I feel like we can do is wonder, like, is this productive and is it appropriate? I feel like maybe in the beginning it was productive and positive and appropriate for her to share and have that validation and have a more honest dialogue with her audience. At what point is it or is it not making her feel better? At what point, like, is it crossing a line? If she truly doesn't care that people are speculating, that's fine, but these are the things that you open yourself up to. Now, I did kind of just want to show you guys a video of Rich Lux's, just so you guys can see what I mean by the people that do take it too far. This type of behavior, it really, to me, devalues your argument. Now, equally, I do feel like it's important to note that these are also the videos that Rich Lux gets the most views on, is talking about Mikayla. So if we're going to point out that Mikayla gets more views when she posts about being sad, I think we also have to acknowledge that so does Rich Lux when he talks about Mikayla. But anyway, let's watch.
Mikayla Nogueira drama has gone too far. I don't have a makeup on today because it's going to be a serious topic. Mikayla Nogueira posted her 7th video crying while putting on her $7,000 Chanel sweater. In the caption, it reads this: "You chose to get out of bed today, and you should be proud of taking that step." Now, her video today is stirring the beauty community up because of one clip. In the video, she films herself, sets up the tripod in the ring light, and films herself coming down the stairs. And then she films herself feeding the dogs. And this is where people have an issue with, because they were saying at the bare minimum, as a pet owner, feeding your dogs is the bare minimum. And you're having such a hard time feeding the dogs. And people are now saying even more speculation that this type of behavior is just for clicks and views and attention. When in the past, she has taken breaks off social media when she gets called out for drama. But in this situation, she is really playing into it. Now, people online are speculating, is there a divorce with Cody? Is someone passed away in the family? Is she having trouble trying to have children? All these speculations and rumors are running rampant on social media when Mikayla posts these videos. Notice how the bed on this side has wrinkles in it where she sleeps, and on this side of the bed, there's no wrinkles at all. And on these videos where she's crying, we never see Cody. Even in her 2024 end of the year recap, the last clip was of the dogs and not her and Cody, and people have been noticing she's not wearing her ring. Mikayla Nogueira and Cody are still together because here's Cody and Mikayla on New Year's Eve. So I feel that Mikayla Nogueira is using this mental health to garner clicks and views. And I think that she is really, the best way I can put it is she's ruining her TikTok career at this point. Because now in the beginning, people feel sad for her. Second video, they're like, poor thing. By the time we got to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh video, it's like, okay, she's just doing this for clicks, views, and attention. Slow and steady wins the race. Every time she posts these videos where she's crying on camera like this, it gets a lot of views. You can go to her page and see millions of views on it. Even the one she called me a POS got millions of views on it. I've never even called her out her name. With that being said, if she was strictly to do just makeup reviews, you wouldn't get that many views, but slow and steady wins the race. By her doing these dramatized videos of her feeling so sad and depressed and setting up a camera and filming it, it's sending the wrong message to her. I'm sorry, I got cut off. But it's sending the wrong message to her young viewers, okay? She sees the comments about the Cody speculation. She sees the comments about the cheating scandals, about her wanting to have babies, if that's the issue. All these comments are coming in, and she doesn't address them in any of the videos. And so people are now turning against her. They're coming over to everyone who makes videos about Mikayla are now being like, you know what, I think you were right. I'm starting to see it. People are starting to wake up to this. That is not a good look. I don't think she needs to do it. I think that she's above this type of content. But if she's rebranding herself as like a sad girl, it's not really going to work out. She's doing her no favors in this video. Now, my speculation is that either her and Cody are on the verge of kicking rocks, breaking up. She's having trouble with maybe IVF therapy or having children, even though she said in the past she doesn't want kids or can't have kids. Third option I was thinking is maybe somebody passed away in their immediate family. That's something that she could be dealing with as well. But making these videos where I feel sad, but I can't talk about it, makes people want to go and find out what happened, what's the speculation and the rumors about it, and then they're now making videos. But that's all I have to say about the situation. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news and gossip on TikTok.
Now, I feel like I am just clearly not Rich Lux's audience, and I'm not saying he never has a valid criticism of Mikayla. I noticed that he raised whether or not the food video was sponsored, and like, who knows, there was a lot of like product placement, if you will. But I just feel like when you say things like you're ruining your career by posting that you're sad, sometimes it just goes too far. Sometimes it just feels below the belt, and like, I don't think that him or Mikayla are either solely right or wrong. I truly am on neither of their sides. But for me, I find content like this frustrating. It allows her to completely negate any criticism. It makes people that don't like her seem like haters and seem like they're on that level of just like picking apart, nitpicking, being petty, jumping to these crazy conclusions. Like, and especially when Mikayla called Rich Lux out in that video, it was like, yeah, valid. You wouldn't like someone that pulled your life apart, that picked you apart. I know he's not the only one, and I know that there's like whole Reddit subs that kind of look into everything that she has done. Again, like, as I ask what's the purpose of Mikayla posting this content, again I ask Rich, like, what is your intention or your purpose or you're hoping to gain by making the content that he does? Do you guys even know what I'm saying? If it came out that there was nothing going on, or she was using something that wasn't really making her feel this way to create this content and to kind of garner support, that is, to me, totally inexcusable. I also find her undisclosed ads pretty inexcusable considering the amount of money and influence she gets. And I would really just like to know what you guys think about the whole situation, because it just seems so Avril Lavigne complicated, to be honest, guys. I truly cannot see Mikayla falling off of the status that she has. We've seen people do so many bad things and they still have a platform. So like, why is Mikayla being sad and eating cookies going to ruin her career? I don't think it is. I do think that over time the interest will fall off unless she talks about specifically what she's going through. And I feel like at this point, like, whatever it is, it's been so built up, it's gotten so many views, and it's like, I think if she tells people, like, she's not gonna win, like, unless it's something so undeniably horrific that no one can pull apart. I don't even know what it could be that she's going through, but I could see people being like, you made all of that content for that. Like, I don't know. I can see it just not going in her favor to share what she went through, as bad as that sounds, just because of how divisive she is. But I would really love to know what you guys think about the situation. I just feel like I find myself at the conclusion where I'm like, it doesn't change how I feel about her as a person or the other issues that she continues to have. But obviously I have empathy and don't want anyone to have to go through something bad like that. It's hard to know without knowing what it is, but I don't want people to be sad, to be crying themselves to sleep every night. Like, I'm not wishing that upon anyone, whether or not I like them as a person. And despite her thinking I'm a fan, like, I don't know her as a person. I don't keep up with her content. I genuinely only watched this content to make this video, to chat about it with you guys, because I did really want to talk to you guys about it. And I do want to hear your thoughts, but I'm not going to continue to watch her. I'm not going to subscribe. Like, that's not going to happen. It hasn't changed how I feel about her as a creator. So I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think. I feel like this video is truly a million years long, so I'm sorry about that. P.S. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stay till the end, you are a real one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to keep up with me between my uploads, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll link my vlog channel down below. But don't you worry, guys, because I'm not funny there either. Bye.